Hi, I'm Ayesha, and my team, Nicole, Hela, and I built a website for oceanic pollution.
Hi, I'm Nicole. The problem our team wanted to solve was how to help the issue of oceanic pollution. Human activity and man made materials have been endangering the ocean and marine life for decades. We want to use our interest in technology to build something that can benefit our community. As a result, we decided to create a website to help spread awareness and easily provide information to the general public. An overview of our project is an interactive website that delivers information and tips regarding ocean pollution as well as donation links and shopping information.
The skeleton of our project included 5 fundamental pages: the home page, the information page, the statistics page, the take action page, and the contact us page, all located in a navigation bar at the top left of our website. The take action page also features 4 other subcategories that each bring users to different pages. These pages present users with different options they can choose from to take action and help our cause.
The first page you see when you go to the website is our home page. This page is meant to introduce visitors to our website and help guide them to wherever they want to go. We included the mission statement on our homepage to make sure that visitors knew exactly what we were trying to do. We also made a slideshow of pictures and fun facts to make the homepage more interactive. We used simple text statements for the title and mission statement. The slideshow was a little more complicated. We used HTML for all the text and the picture placements. Then we used CSS to format the slideshow container and make it pretty. Finally, we used JavaScript to make the slideshow start when the visitor enters the homepage and change every 5 seconds.
Our next page is the information page. One of the main goals of our project was to educate users regarding oceanic pollution and the effects that it has on marine wildlife. The information page provides a general synopsis and helps simplify the many different types of pollution that humans create. We also provided some pictures to further exemplify the sheer volume of physical pollution in our ocean. We used credible sources such as the NOAA, WWF, National Geographic, and many more to check our information. Here's a picture of some of the code we used for the information page. The majority of the CSS was used for formatting the text and the photos, while the HTML was used for providing the actual information.
The next page is the statistics page. This page includes specific numbers that prove the issue we are talking about is real. We included statistics of how much pollution is in the ocean, specifics about the wildlife being harmed by the pollution, and how the pollution is getting into the ocean in the first place. To make this page more interactive, we included pictures that would fade in when the user scrolled past it. This is the code for this page. We mainly used HTML on this page. We used HTML text statements for the text and information, and CSS for the formatting of the pictures and making the fade.
The Take Action page gives users a variety of ways to take action to help save the ocean. We divided the Take Action page into 4 different subcategories: recycling, shopping and buying, volunteering, and donating. We implemented buttons that would open up a different page for the users specifically for that one subcategory. We also added small animations for when the user's cursor hovered or clicked on each button. This is some of the code that we used for our Take Action page. On the left side is our CSS code for our buttons and the small animations we added when users clicked or hovered over these buttons. The right side is our HTML code of how we formatted the page with the 4 different subcategories.
Our first subcategory is the recycling app. When you click on the recycling button, it navigates you to a separate tab where we built an app through which users can input various materials they do not know how to properly dispose of, and a suggestion on how to recycle, repurpose, or discard the item will pop up. We added some nice design elements, including a start page with a button that, when clicked, takes you to the input page and makes a fun bubbly sound. Here's some of the code we used to create the app. The app was built on code.org using their app lab and the language JavaScript. As you can see, the code is a series of if and else if statements that checks the item that was input and accordingly outputs whatever method to properly recycle or repurpose said item. We also used on-event statements for the sound effects as well as the page transitions. Code.org's App Lab also allowed us to design the layout of the app as well as the aesthetics.
Our second subcategory is the shopping and buying pages. We created this feature to help people shop in a way that helps the environment. The process of creating items and the chain of events that leads to a product being made is very destructive to the environment. But stores do exist that help the environment and are not as destructive to it. The first thing you see when you click on the shopping and buying button is categories of shopping items. We have categories from clothing to pet stuff. If you click on whatever category you want to shop in, this will lead you to a page filled with different stores to shop at with those items and that are environmentally conscious. Each store listed has a hyperlink that will lead you to that store's homepage. To create this, we used mainly HTML and CSS. We used HTML's text statements to write down all the information and create buttons and hyperlinks. We used CSS to format the buttons and text.
Our next two subcategories or pages are volunteering and donating, which are both similar in structure. We researched online about different organizations that are actively saving the ocean and put these links onto our website so users have an easy way of looking for opportunities to donate and volunteer. We included volunteer opportunities both in the States and worldwide. We also added short descriptions of each donation link that is available on our website. This is some of our HTML code for the volunteering and donating pages.
The Contact Us page is a page dedicated to giving users our official email as well as a chatbot. The email is hosted by Google and Gmail. The chatbot was created using Small Chat, which allows website visitors to directly talk to us through Slack. Small Chat takes messages sent by users in the chatbot present on the website and wires it directly to us on Snap, where one of the three of us can answer their question. Here we have a picture of the HTML where we embedded the chatbot from Small Chat on the left, and on the right we have a picture of the Slack where messages come through specifying the location and date as well as the time of each message. This is a picture of our Contact Us page.
One of the difficulties we faced while coding was formatting the Take Action page into 4 different subcategories. At first, we tried using CSS templates found on W3 Schools, but the results weren't what we were looking for. So we did some more research through looking at other example websites' code and watching online videos. We finally decided to change the formatting of the page and instead used buttons that would bring the users to a new page for each category. Another challenge was perfecting the CSS code for the buttons. We played with the different CSS properties and learned what each one did, and finally managed to complete the shape and color of the buttons. We also added small animations when the user's cursor hovered or clicked on each button.
Figuring out exactly how to create an app or a part of the website that included user input which was used to determine the output was another difficulty we encountered. First, we needed to figure out which IDE to use in order to host the app. Because of its use of JavaScript and the ability to create interactive apps using interesting design elements, we decided to use Code.org's App Lab. Soon after we began, we ran into the issue of not knowing exactly how to handle the user input. Code.org does provide users the ability to create or use existing data tables, but this was going to be obsolete for our vision. So we settled on using a series of if statements inside of an on-event statement that would link the input text box and the output text box.
Another difficulty we faced was coding the slideshow that is on the home page. To start, we used a template from W3 Schools, but of course that didn't work. The slideshow would not automatically start when the website was clicked on. Instead, you would have to click on one of the gray dots under the slideshow to start it. It would also not switch slides automatically. The user needed to press the next or previous button to switch it. The slideshow code was also randomly coloring the home word in the top navigation bar of the page. There were just a lot of bugs to fix. We fixed the coloring issue with the word home by editing the CSS code. We removed the code that made the color change when the user would hover over the 3 dots at the bottom. To get the slideshow to show up and change slides automatically, we had to basically rewrite the JavaScript code. We added a timer that would automatically change the slides when finished. We also changed the main function used and messed around the JavaScript code till it worked. And now it looks great.
Here is our team contact info, and we also attached our website link for reference. Lastly, we wanted to thank Code Labs for such an amazing opportunity. We all have learned so much about programming and the industry. It was a fun and eye-opening experience. Thank you very much for this opportunity.